Sorry I missed last week's video. I was traveling and I didn't really have any appointments or anything happening, so I didn't have anything to talk about. But this week has been a big week, so first I'm going to talk about I got my CPAP machine. Just got it, so this is kind of an unboxing sort of thing. So this is the machine. It's pretty simple. Turn on, you press the button, it's automatically set to whatever I need it to be. Turn it off to press the button. If it's going, it turns on at full speed of whatever they set it for, the full pressure. And if they said if it's too much pressure, you press this button and it starts at a low pressure and slowly works its way up. So it's a little more comfortable if you're having trouble with that pressure, just full speed from the beginning. It separates well, I say that. Okay. Alright. So actually it's two pieces. This piece is actually the CPAP machine. It's really small. And you can plug the hose directly in here. If you want the humidifier part, that's what this is. So this has the reservoir where you put the water in. It snaps into the back and the hose goes here instead. So this is the way I'm going to try it, because I actually do get pretty dry in the night, so I'm going to try it with the humidifier, and that should work really good. So I have the nose piece. We talked about this. This is the piece that goes around the nose, not in the nostrils. I might eventually get the full face mask as well, because I think there's going to be situations like when I have a cold or something and I'm not going to be able to breathe through my nose, that I might want the full face mask as well. And then of course we have just the hose where it connects. So it's a pretty simple thing. I'm going to try it tonight. We're going to see how it goes. Hopefully I will be much better rested in the morning, and I'm hoping as each day goes by I'll be more and more rested and have more energy in the morning, and we won't miss that Dr. Pepper in the mornings to get me going. Alright, so I'm in my bedroom and I'm going to put on the mask for the first time and try it out. But you might want to see this. So I have the little nose piece here, and then this is what goes around the head. So nose goes on, head goes around, and then it tightens up with these little straps. It's got to be firm against the face so that obviously there's no point in wearing this if hey, stop that. Okay. Turned on while I was doing this, so just FYI, that could happen to you. I don't know how it turned on. Turn that back off. Okay, so it's now on again. It's starting low and it's working its way up, so blowing out my face. Just the nose here. You can already hear how the pressure changes when I talk, because it's blowing it through my nose, but obviously the mouth has a different pressure because it's not blowing into my mouth. It's pretty easy to breathe. It sits on the face pretty easily. The only thing is the pressure gets higher and higher. It feels weirder to talk because of all the air, this being pushed into my nose when I open my mouth. It feels like it's going into my mouth. And the pressure differentiation between my sinuses and my mouth is getting bigger and bigger. And it is obviously causing a little bit of weird feeling with that. I don't know if you could hear it, but yeah, it's weird. And another thing is, while I'm wearing this, if for some reason I need to swallow, to like, you know, swallow saliva, it will make my ears pop. And so what I found works really well is I just pull the nose piece away just enough to break the seal, not all the way, but just enough so that pressure is released. And then I can swallow and not worry about my ears blocking up. And then I just put it back on, and now we're good. That doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it can be really uncomfortable on your ears if you can't make the pop happen. It feels like it just stops up. So, I'm all hooked up for my first night. See, I can open my mouth. So I'm all hooked up for the night. You hear that air. That's air that's actually coming out of my mouth from the pressure going in my nose. So I'm ready for my first night, and we're going to see how it goes, and I will report back to you. But I want you to see how it looks, how it feels, how it all sets up, and I'm ready for my night. So, see you in the morning. The second big thing that happened this week, just a couple days ago, I got approval from the insurance. I am shocked at how quickly that happened. I expected to wait quite a long time from what I've heard, but you know, they said 2 to 4 weeks. It kind of fell in the middle of that. So yeah, this just got real. I'm very excited and scared, which is too understandable. But for the first day, I mean, they called me like in the mid-afternoon, so the rest of the day I was just in shock. And that's for 2 reasons. First, because up till now this has all been theoretical. I've been playing at getting ready for this. So I've been trying the protein drinks, I've been trying to cut out the Dr. Pepper, I've been trying to change the way I eat. But ultimately, I could stop all that anytime I wanted. If I didn't want to have a liquid meal, I could have whatever I wanted. And if I wanted a soda, I could have a soda. Now it's real. This is going to happen, and I have to switch my mindset from the playing to the living part of it. I was also in a bit of shock because I think I had started preparing myself mentally for the possibility that they were going to say no. And I didn't want to be too disappointed when that happened. I didn't want it to hurt or upset me so bad that I, you know, went down this grieving spiral, because it would have been a loss. It would have been losing something that I had hoped I would get. So I kind of built, instead of building myself up, yeah, it's going to happen, yeah, it's going to happen, I kind of tamped that down and kind of like, you know, it's probably not going to happen. I need to just prepare for the worst so that I'm not too disappointed when it happens. And I think I went a little too far. Instead of finding a happy medium between, you know, getting myself ready and trying to be positive with tempering that with possibility of reality, I went too far this way. So I pretty much talked myself into the fact this wasn't going to happen. And mentally it took me about half a day. It wasn't till to change that mindset. So they called me about 1 or 2 in the afternoon. the rest of the day I was like in shock, and people go, when I tell people like, oh, I'm so happy for you, I'm so excited, and I was just like blank, because I was in like just literal like deer in headlights, frozen. It wasn't until the next morning, and I'd had time to process it, that I started becoming excited about it and getting back involved and getting, invested in this process again. So now I'm excited. I'm also a little scared. This is gonna happen. So it's gonna happen quick too, because they called me with a date, and I had to check with my work and make sure they were okay with that date. But it's like in 3 weeks, so, or maybe 2.5 weeks. So Monday I go in to have all the pre-op tests I need done, and Wednesday I start my liquid 2-week diet. So I just have a few more days of, the normal way I've been doing things my whole life, which is scary in some ways because it's a huge change, but exciting in other ways because this is what I need to be healthy again. This is what I need. And I'm really worried about how those first couple of days of the liquid diet will go, because I know I'm just going to be so hungry. So I'm going to have to meet with one of the meetings I have Monday is with the dietitian, so we can meet with her and talk about things again and make sure I'm on the right page, and have any questions that I have that I didn't get to ask the first time because I didn't really think of them, get those answered and get ready. This is happening quick. But I'm ready for this. I am tired. I say you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired and fat, and my knees hurting and not being able to walk up a flight of steps without, panting like a sick dog, or squeezing myself in an airline seat because I don't want to get over the armrest and irritate the person next to me. I'm ready. I'm ready. I want to be a healthy person. I don't even want to be skinny. I don't think I'll ever be skinny. I wasn't skinny even when I was skinny, because I'm a pretty tall, big-boned girl. But I want to be healthy. And I think I have a realistic goal. This is where I want to be, which is about 100 pounds. And I think the doctor wants me to lose more than that, and I probably will, but can't focus on that big number. I need to focus on this number, and then if I get to that number, or when I get to that number, then I can start thinking about those extra ones. But I don't want to get too focused on weight, on pounds. I want to be focused on changing myself, changing my eating habits, and just becoming healthier every day. And if that happens, then the pound weight doesn't matter. What matters is I get to a healthy state of being. And if the pounds go, if I get to a certain weight, that's great. That's icing on the cake. If I can fit into a certain size of shirt or pants, great. That's also icing on the cake. But, that's not what this is about. This is not about me being skinny and sexy and, teeny tiny and small. It's about me becoming a healthy person and extending my life expectancy and making the remaining life I have more enjoyable because I'm at a better, healthier weight. So, here we go. So I've got my doctor's appointments next week. I'm going to spend the weekend cleaning out my cabinets and getting rid of things that I can't eat or don't need to be eating because I'm going to be liquid. Stock up on all my liquids. Some of them I buy online, and so I really need to get those in because they take a few days. Stock up on the powders that I like, the protein powders. And yeah, there we go. We're ready to go on this journey. I'm ready to go on this journey, and I hope that you're excited to go with me, and I hope that whatever I talk about in these videos helps you with the process too. So I'll report back in a week, and we'll have some more information, lots of more information, and hopefully I won't be too irritated and cranky by the fact that I'm starving myself just with liquids. But I think I've prepared enough that I will get through it. It's going to be tough, I know that. It's going to be a tough 2 weeks, but it's 2 weeks. I can get through 2 weeks. And then after that, there'll be different challenges after the surgery. But the gnawing, hunger, cramping stomach pains because I'm starving to death won't be as much of an issue. There'll be different issues to deal with, and we can talk about that once I meet with the surgeon. It'll be closer, talk more about what those challenges are going to be. And then move on. So have a good week, and everybody take care of yourself and love yourself. Bye. Don't be barking while I'm recording. That's so rude. That's so rude.